eyes, get out of your skin.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a pretty peaceful morning here at the lake. Wasn't my best night of sleep, but I did sleep. I ran the car all night. Used, I don't know, less than a quarter of a tank. So I had AC, but wasn't the best parking location. I should have found somewhere a little more level. It's kind of sloped where I'm at. But wasn't much traffic here at the lake last night. It was pretty quiet. There were some storms that rolled around us north and south of us, but nothing really hit us here. But with this cloud cover, made star photography, pointless. Even the moon disappeared above the clouds. And it's humid today. It has trapped all this humidity in. And no wind last night, which was good in some ways, bad in others. But anyways, I packed up. The GoPros and cameras were fogged over a little bit from being in the air conditioning all night and then coming out in this humidity. So while they were drying up, I packed all my junk up in the back and I'm ready to hit the road again and try to cover a few miles and maybe get home tonight. So let's go see what we find today.
It was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. We found holes in these walls, we like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls, the final straw.
Well, I left out from the Black Kettle Lake, and it wasn't long before I found some more back roads. Just kind of exploring some random new areas. And two thoughts this morning. One, I'm always up here in the winter when everything's dead. And it's weird seeing all this grass that's several feet tall. Makes it hard to see the houses and stuff, actually. So like, it's a total different experience. And two, it reminds me that there's a lot up here I haven't explored yet. I've got some pretty good routes through here. And a lot of these roads, like the road I'm on now, it's only a couple miles, it don't go all the way through. So you'd really have to zigzag this area to see what's here. But I definitely need to come do more trips. There's a lot of fun places, like this little road's kind of fun. But I definitely need to come up and do some more trips up here and continue exploring, because there's a lot I haven't explored yet. I know it's boarded up and fallen down, but this is the coolest house I've found on this trip. And I wouldn't have found it if I wouldn't have just taken this random road. This is cool. This is old school legit. farmhouse. And looking at the area, you can tell why they settled here. There's a creek here. You're down in this bottom. They would have had water, stuff for the animals. This is probably an epic homestead back in the day. This is cool.
Living in a dark, clouded haze, we danced, we fought. We were bound to make mistakes, real love, we thought. It was always on fire, our house, our dream. We were dancing on wire, reckless it seemed.
So part of what I'm doing today is picking up areas that I've kind of marked to explore. And I'm here at the Pie Flat Cemetery. When I stumbled across the Pie Flat Schoolhouse, which is farther east of here towards Clinton, during the research, I found Pie Flat on a map out here. So apparently there was 2 towns that had the same name, or at least 2 schoolhouses or something. But I want to see if there's any remnants of the town here. It is on a map, but I don't think there is. But man, this cemetery up here on a hilltop with decent views. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but over here you can see the Antelope Hills. You know, it puts a little bit of perspective why they built places where they did. That finding that homestead a little bit ago, just right down the road, that's cool. That's history. That's what I'm enjoying about this. Anyways, I'm gonna look around the cemetery a little bit, check out some dates, and see what I find here. You know, seeing markers like this, it really puts into perspective how, you know, nowadays babies are born in a hospital. We've got all this medical equipment, all this technology. Back then they didn't have anything, and being out here, you know, who knows where the nearest doctor was. And if things went wrong, if kids got sick early on, it may have been the simplest things, but it may have got them.
It's been hard in America. It's been tough, feeling sad. It's been hard in America. I never thought it'd get so bad. I wish that I had a big jet plane, fly the tears away. Maybe I'd find a river so wide and drift away all of the pain. But it seems there's more to do. There's more to love we've yet to find. Yeah, it's true, we may stumble through, but all we have is precious time. It's hard to see in America, with sand thrown in your eyes. It's hard to speak in America, when every word creates divide. it seems that we're all the same. We all need love and hope, a little grace. And yeah, it's true, it's so hard to do, to find it all right here in this place. It's hard to rest.
I ain't gonna lie, I got choked up there for a little while. I don't know if it's just the weather and the overcast and the breeze and the view over this pond. But man, this has been one of the most touching cemeteries I've been to. You know, walking around seeing all the markers for all the infants and babies that didn't make it. Seeing all the headstones where in many cases the wives are still alive but the husbands aren't, and the ones that both have passed away, oftentimes the husband passed away way sooner than the wife. You know, it really gives testament to the struggles and the things people went through in areas out here. I mean, every time I explore western Oklahoma, you get away from the towns and stuff, you start seeing these old houses, that old homesteads that oftentimes multi-generations grew up in. All the work they did to get water and remove rocks so they could have fields and haul in trees and stuff for wood. There's some struggles out here. There's definitely some struggles. And I'm not saying there's not in other parts of the world and, you know, of the US. But western Oklahoma, I think that's why I enjoy it so much, is to look back at what it took to do some of this, what it took to make roads through here, what it took to survive on the land. But this cemetery has been an unexpected find, honestly. I'm glad I stopped. A lot of times I would just drive right by, and this one's been very touching. Listening to all the birds and stuff, listening to the pump jack ticking away in the background, you know, just doing its job, doing its thing. It's a very, very interesting experience, I'll put it that way. Normally, I kind of cut out some junk out of my videos. Stuff like this would have never made it. But this is me. This is real. Out here, been sitting on this bench behind me, overlooking the pond back here. Teared up and choked up for, you know, people I don't even know. But quite an experience. Ugh.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. clear as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a race. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day to
Well, that's an interesting find. There's a nice shooting range out here at Pack Saddle. I knew they were building some, but I didn't know. I mean, somewhere like this, I wouldn't expect one. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see what's in this open lot over here. This must be pretty new. I can still see all the hydro seed mulch and stuff where they seeded it. But a shotgun range and a rifle range out here in Pack Saddle. Who would have thought? I know my hair's messed up. I need a haircut. But that's why I enjoy doing this, you know, getting out exploring. You find things you didn't know existed. This was cool. Really cool. So there is several roads in this WMA that are closed for our traffic. They're still open and not gated for oil field traffic, but they're pretty well marked. It's pretty easy to see which areas we can go in. So if you come up here, you know, be aware of that. I have made it to Overlanding Oklahoma. The last little bit, I was just following one of the back road exploration routes, so I didn't film much of it. You know, it was all repeat stuff. But altogether, covered about 130 miles today. It's noon. I made it to Overlanding. I'm gonna stop off, get some gas, get some chicken strips or something to eat, and probably head home from here. It's been a fun day. I found some good sights, found some new roads, explored, had fun, but tired, ready to get home, got things to do, so I'll probably call it quits. But thanks for joining me on this one. Be sure to keep your eyes out for future stuff. If you haven't already, be sure and click subscribe and stuff. But that's all I got for this trip. Thanks for joining me. Remember, there's still another mile left to explore. I'll see you on the trail.